A lunatic in a mask just tried to kill us.
How cool is that?
Big Hero 6 might be the best MCU movie ever made. Nah, I'm just kidding. But it is a movie that I've loved since I was a kid. Before we get into today's movie, this is part of my 25 Days of Christmas movie marathon where I'll be dropping a new review every single day this month, and today's movie is Big Hero 6. A movie that was so much better than I remember. Big Hero 6 follows Hiro Hamada, a 14-year-old robotics genius who's wasting his potential on underground bot fighting. His older brother Tadashi tries to push him towards something bigger, and after showing him his university's robotics lab and introducing him to his friends, Hiro finally gets inspired, but when tragedy strikes, Tadashi dies in a fire trying to save his professor, and Hiro is trying to figure out how to move forward. That's when Baymax, a healthcare robot Tadashi designed, activates, and together Hiro and Baymax uncover a conspiracy that leads them to form a superhero team with Tadashi's friends to stop a villain from destroying the city. This movie doesn't waste any time. It sets up Hiro's world, introduces the emotional stakes, and then builds from there, and that's what makes the setup so effective. This isn't a movie about superheroes fighting a world-ending threat. It's a movie about grief, loss, and learning how to heal. The superhero stuff is just the way you kind of see the characters go through the grieving process. And I really like how they make science cool in this movie. The group that Tadashi introduces Hiro to are all compelling characters, have their own traits. Gogo, Honey Lemon, Wasabi, and Fred each bring something different visually, comedically, and personality-wise. Their suits and powers match their identities in smart ways. Gogo is speed and efficiency. Honey Lemon is creativity and chemistry, and is actually really smart because when she's tapping on the side of that purse, she's putting in the elements, so she's like doing quick math for every situation. Probably some of the coolest powers in the entire movie. And Wasabi is just the brute one that is very precise and has the laser swords. But let's not forget Fred. He is just pure chaos. They all feel like real people, not just sidekicks or side characters to Hiro and Baymax. But while we're talking about Hiro and Baymax, their dynamic is very simple but incredibly effective. Baymax's calm, literal personality paired with Hiro's grief and impulsiveness creates some of the film's strongest emotional moments. Baymax doesn't understand human emotion the way we do, but he's designed to care, and that contrast is what makes the relationship so powerful. Hiro is falling apart and Baymax is there to catch him, even if he doesn't fully understand why Hiro was hurting. And honestly, Baymax is a cheat code for emotional storytelling. He can make you laugh with a single word and make you tear up just 30 seconds later. And on the topic of Baymax, he is legitimately one of the most memorable Disney characters ever. I don't care who you are, you can argue it all day. He's not just for the comedy, but because he's written with so much warmth and gentle humor. Nearly every line he has is iconic.
On a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of...
All of it lands because Baymax is just so pure-hearted. And I remember when I first watched this movie, I was completely shocked by the villain twist. It seems blatant now, but as a kid, it was the craziest thing I had ever seen. The reveal that Professor Callahan, Tadashi's mentor, and like the person Tadashi tried to save was the villain, and that he let Tadashi die to get revenge for his daughter. It hit so hard. It reframes the entire movie. The person Hiro looked up to, the person Tadashi died trying to save, didn't deserve any of it, and that adds a lot more weight to Hiro's arc. And the score in this movie is insane. Henry Jackman kills it. He's done a lot of movies, but his work on Big Hero 6 is some of his best. The score knows when to be emotional, when to be epic, and when to step back and let the moment breathe. The music during the portal scene at the end is what makes that moment so devastating. It just adds like that extra layer to push that scene up even more and make it more emotional. Now, not everything is perfect, but it's damn near close. So I want to talk about something that might not have worked for me or somebody else, and that is Baymax is just too likable. And I'm not even joking when I say that. He's nice and lovable, but he's also uninformed. He's not dumb, but just has tunnel vision on his programming, and because of that, he sometimes feels more like a plot device than a character. But that's perfectly in character for him because he's literally a robot, and it just doesn't bother me. I've heard some other people complain about that. I think they're kind of dumb for that, to be honest, because it's literally the character. But with that joking dislike aside, the one dislike I do have, the movie does get a little bit slow at one point, but other than that, it's fine. The middle section where Hiro was building the suits and training the team does drag a little bit. It's not bad, but the pacing dips, and once the team is fully formed and the action kicks in again, the movie picks back up and it's completely fine from there on out. It's just that small point kind of in the middle of the movie pushing towards the third act. It gets pretty slow. And this movie is completely filled with nostalgia. It was one of my favorite movies growing up, and I can confidently say it still might be. Rewatching Rewatching it now, I was surprised about how well it holds up. The animation, the storytelling, the emotion, all of it still work. And I'm gonna be completely honest here, it's the only movie in the marathon that damn near got me to shed a tear. Big Hero 6 is also one of the smartest Disney movies when it comes to balancing tone. It's funny when it needs to be, it's emotional when it needs to be, and it never feels like it's talking down to the kids. It trusts that the audience can handle heavy themes like grief and loss without sugarcoating it. And now I want to talk about the best moment, or what I like to call the golden moment, and that moment is Aunt Cass's last hug. It's made so much more heartbreaking when you realize she just lost a son-like person in her life without the chance to say goodbye, and that's her way of making sure she always has a last hug and a goodbye. And if something were to happen in Hero 2, she doesn't say it out loud, but you can feel it. She's holding on a little tighter. She's making sure Hiro knows she loves him, and that quiet moment of grief and love, part of what makes the movie so powerful. And why it works overall is Hiro spends the entire movie trying to fill the hole Tadashi left. At first he tries distracting himself, then he throws himself into revenge, then he finally accepts what Tadashi meant to him. The movie genuinely shows that healing happens through connection, not isolation, and that's what makes Big Hero 6 so special. It's not just a superhero movie, it's a movie about learning how to grieve, how to let people in, and how to honor the people you've lost by becoming the person they believed you could be. But yeah, I would say this movie is basically perfect as long as you go in expecting a fun and emotional movie. If you're like a movie critic and you're like blah, 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 this that, then it's not perfect for you. But if you're just a casual movie viewer, you'll love this movie, especially if you haven't seen it. Ignore what I said. I mean, even with the spoilers I gave you, you can still go into this movie and just love it. And if you have seen it, then I hope you agree with everything I've said. And in my opinion, it's one of the best animated movies Disney has ever made. Thanks for watching today's review. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be dropping a new video every single day this month for my 25-day Christmas movie marathon. Tomorrow's review is a big one, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. In the meantime, feel free to check out yesterday's video if you haven't already. And as always, stay curious and let's keep the conversation going.